I remember a young man coming to my office in tears. He was one of those who had so many natural abilities. He had great plans and dreams for his life. Submitting to an all-powerful God was not one of them. Sitting before me was a broken man. Selfish behavior had caused his young wife to give up on him. His children were now part of her family, not his. They had been baggage to him until he lost them. His distractions had now cost him a good job that allowed a lot of free time to pursue his pastimes. His hopes and dreams were now gone. His parents' life looked a lot better now that he had seen the other side play out. So he decided to return to the faith of his parents. The truth is that he did not know what that faith was. Oh, he saw the religion that their faith had produced, but their actions had seemed so foreign to what he wanted his life to be. Before he found himself in my study, he had determined to turn over a new leaf. He had attempted to change behaviors that had derailed his life, but he could not seem to stick with it. As Paul put it, "For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep doing." That's Romans chapter 17, verse 19. He did not want to continue the destructive lifestyle, but he could not seem to avoid it. In our can-do culture, we sometimes misunderstand what we celebrate in the third Sunday of Advent. Messiah brings salvation. In some ways, we think under the influence of the old adage, getting the cart before the horse. Salvation means to be rescued or saved. Many think that we must achieve some level of salvation before we can even approach Messiah for salvation. I've observed people make the decision to accept God's offer of grace, but decide they need to clean up their act before they can approach God with their request. These are some of the most miserable people I've ever encountered. God's offer of salvation is not just about forgiving our past. It's transforming our character, making us to become a brand new creation. "This is the covenant I will make with them," God says. "After those days, says the Lord, I will put my law in their hearts and write them on their minds." He adds, "I will never again remember their sins and lawless acts." That's found in Hebrews chapter 10, verses 16 through 17. This promise means that he will change how we think and how we feel, transforming us into people who do by nature what the law requires. As though we're born again, a new creation. This is the salvation we celebrate today. Relish it. If you haven't received it, it's free.